Business is more about self-development and about who you are as a person and as a business owner. So it's crucial that before you enter into a business, like before you become a salon owner, before you become a suite owner, you build the character, the discipline, you build the person who deserves to be successful. Those personal habits and your self-development, if you start trying to build a business and start trying to become a leader and you don't have the fundamentals of who you really need to be in order to deserve to be successful, it will crumble. And from firsthand experience, I've tried to be an entrepreneur my whole entire life. And I've taken the courses, the classes, and I kept on trying to open different businesses. But the one thing I wasn't focused on was myself. I wasn't focused on the person who deserved to be successful. And when I made that change, when I really started paying attention to my self-development, paying attention to the who, not the how, everything started falling into place. And I'm nowhere near where I want to be in life. I'm nowhere near where I'm going to be in life, but I'm in a much better position now than I was last year and the year before. And every day I get closer and closer to that goal because I'm able to now deal with certain things in my business that I wasn't really prepared for emotionally, physically, financially, with my discipline than I was in my 20s and my 30s. And it really does start with the how. Because everyone comes to me, and whether you're a coaching client or a friend and you're thinking about opening a salon or you're struggling with something, like how do I open an online store? How do I onboard people? How do I get 2 salons? How do I get 3 salons? And it's really the person who does it, not how they do it. Because to get from where you are now to where that destination is in your mind, everyone's goals are going to be a little bit different. And so the how I did it, the how I got there might be different than how you're going to get there. It doesn't mean your path is wrong. It's your path that is designed specifically for you and who you are. And so when you grow your business and you grow your salon, you have a particular brand and a culture. And that's how you build your team. You build your team really off of your core values of a leader. And then you instill that into the salon. And it's so important that you actually stand for something. Like, what do you stand for as an owner? And if you don't stand for anything, then you're going to bend at the will of every stylist in your salon. And as a stylist, if you're going into a salon, what do you stand for? Who are you? And then you're going to bend at the will for your salon. What kind of vision do you have? Like, are you going to change what your vision is and what your trajectory is and be influenced by other people in the salon? Like, you had big goals and big aspirations to become this educator or this celebrity star or work runways. And now because of who you're hanging out with in the salon, you're starting to change and they're affecting you and your true vision. Well, you can't let that happen. So a person who has a strong mindset and they have strong values and a dominable will, they will achieve anything. And there's 3 questions I ask every team member that I bring on my team, every person that I start coaching with, anyone really that wants advice from me. And I ask them, what experiences do you want to have in life? And the most important question I ask next is, what kind of person do you need to become to make those experiences possible? And that's the magic. That's the magical question. What kind of person do you need to become to make those experiences possible? And when I was given those questions to myself and I thought about it, I'm like, who's this person that deserves to be successful? Like, how can I become that person? And I think, honestly, the biggest thing that happened in my life, obviously, was birth of my daughter. And one day I was sitting on the couch, and obviously as a man, like, you are the breadwinner of the family and like designated roles, and I'm not going to really go too deep into that, but as a man, you feel the need to really provide for your family, and there's a lot of pressure there. And I'm sitting there and I'm drinking, like, I like bourbon, I'm sipping on it, I'm probably like 4 or 5 bourbons into the evening, and I was like, what if something happened and I had to drive to the hospital right now? Pretty tanked. I wouldn't really be able to provide for my family the safety and protection that I needed to. And that will trickle into the next day at work, and that will trickle into my whole entire reason for being around here and wanting to support my family. And how you do anything is how you do everything. And if I can't provide for my family, I'm not talking financially, but with safety and protection, having to drive somewhere to pick something up for my daughter, being the man that she's seeing every single day, so she has a role model. She has an idea of what kind of man she should marry. Is that the kind of man I want her to marry? A man who drinks on the couch and is sloppy drunk as she is not really showing up 100% the next day? No. So the birth of my daughter was really the catalyst for me that got me thinking about, who am I? Like, who is this person? Why am I falling short on my goals year after year? Like, I have huge goals and I'm doing 80% of it. But in today's world, 80% is not enough. 80% really doesn't get you anywhere because there's people out there doing 110% and they have leverage by using a team, using technology. They're showing up every single day at 100%, not hungover. So I had to compete with that. Ask yourself right now, if you guys are in a salon and you're struggling, why are you struggling? How's your marketing? Where are you getting clients from? How are you showing up for your team? Are you doing the one-on-ones? Are you doing a great consultation? Are you following up with your clientele? You have an email campaign out, checking in how their salon visit was. Like, what are you doing? Like, what are you doing to make sure your salon is leaps and bounds above anybody in your community? If you had a salon full of 10 people like you, would you be successful? Would you want that? And at first they say yes, right? Everyone's like, yeah, I would like to duplicate myself. But really, would you? Because I know a lot of salon owners that want everyone to be there 15 minutes on time, or 15 minutes early, I should say, and they don't show up on time. They don't post on social media, yet they know their team should be doing it to build an audience and a following so they could build a clientele. clientele and have some kind of a funnel generating new business for them. But they don't do that, right? They ask their team to show up certain ways that they're not showing up. And how you do anything is how you do everything. How are you showing up for your family? How are you showing up for your wife? How are you showing up for your kids? How are you showing up for your staff? How are you showing up for your clients? If you're repeatedly late, that's not showing up for your clients. Like, how do you raise your prices and justify $500 for a highlight when you show up late and you don't give it 100%? You can't. And that's why you feel guilty about charging the prices you think you should be charging, because you're not giving it 100%. If you want to grow a team, they have to be able to look at you and they have to really, truly think that you are amazing at everything. And that inspires them. And then they feel like they're supported and they can trust you. And that falls into every area of life. Hey guys, thanks for watching this video. If you love this channel, make sure you click subscribe, hit that notification bell so you get alerted every time I upload a new video. If you want to watch the full video, click somewhere on this page, I think right over here, and drop a comment if you have any questions.